fans. This, I know this is definitely a, oh shit. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Off my game today. All right, let me go back here. I fucked up, guys. I fucked up. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. Oh shit, I'm just off today. I think that Andreas I'm just disappointed in him. This is what I was trying to show here. Jesus Christ, guys, forgive me. I'll have George edit that. My bad. So sorry. So sorry. Too much on my mind. Okay, right. So this is what I was talking about with Andreas. Boy, did I fuck that up. 6 years of doing this, I've never done that before. So my apologies. All right. So I'm just gonna say, bring up your own BSV, right, Andreas? I guarantee he's gonna give me well, I certainly hope he's gonna give me a better count next week. All right. So this is what I was looking at with. Jesus, did I fuck up, right? So I lost all that. So sorry, guys. Okay, right. So we're down here. This looks like this is what I was talking about. It looks like we've got a good clean impulse going here. This, as I was saying before, this would be not the most intelligent spot to enter the market. But so if you're in Helium, if you're looking for a runner on Helium, we want to see this break, right? And then look for a retrace 50 goldens on something like that. I'm so sorry, guys. God, did I fuck up? Jeez, that's so unlike me. Usually that's the first thing I do is take that off. Okay, right. Let's try and recover. So sorry, guys. So sorry. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so here we are. All right, let's get back on it. So we're on a monthly here. This is everything minus the top 10. It's interesting to choose that because I would essentially, in crypto, rarely do I trade anything out of the top 10. So for those, but why? So why would you want to be looking at things that are beyond the top 10? Why would you want to be looking at that, right? Because the attraction to Jesus, I think I'm afraid to say the number because I think I've heard that there are 16 million crypto coins. That number seems impossible to me, but I heard that from a source that I think is credible. I think you look on CoinMarketCap, right? I mean, there's so this is everybody but the top 10, right? Now, if you want to trade in here, right, accept the risk, right? Personally, I only trade the top 10. So if you're trading this, okay, just be aware that likely 99% of this will not exist 3 years from now. So make money while you can. Okay, so is there a possibility to make money here? Absolutely, right? I'm not saying there's not. Just I personally don't touch anything out of the top 10. Okay, so do we have an Elliott account here that works, right? Is there money to be made here? Absolutely. So is this going to be a 1-2-1-2? Oh, we're on the monthly. Right, certainly the potential is there, right? This could certainly go. So something like, Bitcoin Satoshi's vision, and the stuff we're looking at, right, is out of the top 10. Let's go down to a daily and see what we look like here. Jesus, I still can't believe I did that. Okay, 1-2, right? Looks good, right? So 1-2. Why not, right? Well, first, you can't trade this, right? So it becomes, okay, well, I'm looking for, maybe you go to the top 20. Where's the volume, right? So I said this last week, right? Where are the ETFs going to go? Are they going to go out of the top 10? Sure about that? Probably not, right? So who's going to be trading, the top, the bottom, call it 100. Who's going to be trading that? Retail? Do they move the market? Well, they can, right? If, some muscle steps in there, but it's just I would encourage against it, right? Again, that's my personal opinion, right? Which is not what we're here to talk about. It's not about me. It's about you guys, right? So let's get this dialed in here. 1-2, right? Looks good. 1-2, right? Could we go here? Well, if you're in Filecoin and Dog with Hat and all the other crypto, I'll just say cryptocurrencies out of the top 20. Okay, well, maybe you get a rip here. Maybe you get that return. But I would not hold for the long term, right? If you get a pump, be prepared for the dump. All right, so this could go. Right? We could get an alt season here. Many people think the alt season is going to be monstrous this time. I'm not one of them. I think there's going to be a lot of sad people in crypto. Okay, right. So that's others. And he gave me a third one here. I'm getting my personal opinion way too involved here. So let's see what his last one here is. I don't know what this is. Oh no, it's the others again. So he gave it to me twice. Okay. All right. So as I regroup here. Okay, here's Pilgrim. Zeta. Okay. Copy link. Let's go to Zeta. Oh, Jesus. I just cannot believe I did that. Well, you guys got a good read at the disclaimer, though. Trying to salvage something. Okay, Zeta Global. Oh, is this? I thought we were looking at a crypto. I guess we're not. No, wait. He's got it Zeta to the dollar. Hello? Okay. Well, shit. I know nothing about this. I never looked at it before. Does it matter? Is it technical? I don't know. I've never looked at this before. Do I need to? Can that be? Can that be any better? Right? There's your golden corner. Did the 80% get realized? It sure did. I'm going to continue to say this week after week. The median lines is the most common, probably along with trend lines, the most common technical tool in every technical package, least used, highest odds. Coincident? 95% of people lose money. 99% of people don't have any idea how to apply median lines. Correlation? I'll let you decide. Okay, so what we have a pretty clear look at this, right? If this is 1 and this is 2, right, which is, it would be hard to argue with that. 1, 2, perfectly technical low, right? We sweep. See, you don't want to move off of a low and go, oh fuck, golden, right? Let's go back here and look. So okay, what else was there? So that the next time you see this, you go, oh fuck, I recognize that. I know exactly what happened there. And then, I mean, literally, like I can't script this any better. So we get a drop. Let's get that right on the corner. We sweep the low, right? So taking all the liquidity that's here, then we get a pop. What do we get in the? I kid you not, right? I cannot script this stuff. So then we get displacement, right? So we get a imbalance there. So we swing, and then we get a lower, pardon me, a higher low. Well, what? Right? You don't know that that's coming, but I don't know if that could be set up any better. Right, so there you go, right? Hard to buy it right here, right? But at least all the ingredients were there. So maybe you took a nibble here. Did you know that was coming? Absolutely not, right? Probably, likely. I don't know if there's earnings or something there. The trigger that, I don't know what triggered that. I don't know anything about this company, but I don't need to, right? As I say, it's not that I'm trying to discount fundamentals. But as a technician, and I've said this many times before, the first assumption you make as a technician is that all the fundamentals that can be known at this moment in time are reflected in that price. So do I need? Well, it's more, do I want to, right? Do I want to dig in and understand more about what they're doing? You know, earnings, what do we got here, right? We don't out until the end of July. Well, so one thought would be, could this, when you're first looking at this, well, oh, fuck, oh, there goes the 3. Right? Wouldn't that be your thought when you're sitting right here? Oh, shit, okay, 1, 2, I'm in the 3. Well, when we sweep the 1, well, that's why you see me do this all the time, right? I literally, it's just habit now. Well, okay, well, if not this, then that. If not a 3, then what's left? Well, you could look at it and go ABC, right? And then we're gonna go break this low, right? That certainly is a possibility. But I've got a nice impulsive move here, perfectly. Oh Jesus, it looks like it's a double. Looks like they got the low to, or the they did. Jesus Christ. I keep doing this. Right. So you see it right here? Whoops. All right. So here we go into the golden. That goes to the next golden here. So denied getting its target. Right. The software here is denied, right? Because the buy side took it. So we go golden to golden, below the golden. Now where are we? So let's get this one out. We've got this. This looks like he's already got it, but let's just double check it. Looks like we've gone too far. We have, right? So we have a close below, right? So this algo is dead, right? As in, Jesus, I thought I did this. Let's get, it's just better for me. Okay. Do we have something impulsive here? Does that look corrective? No, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we get a nice, it's not a 3, right? So we get a 1. Now, does the market move in 5s and 3s, right? I feel like I have to justify Elliott all the time, right? There's your 5, right? Look. Good enough. What about the 3? This is a little complex, right? It's likely a triangle into a 5 to finish it, right? So we go A, B, C, D, E, right, for the B, and then we get a clear 5 down to finish it, right? We begin and we end in 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's label it, right? This is likely what you're looking at, right? As we sit here looking at it now, now things can change. That doesn't mean that's what it's going to look like in an hour or tomorrow, or it's just right now, right? Remember, Elliott is a snapshot in time, right? Right now, we can look at this and say, I have a clear candidate here for an A, B, C, D, E, for the B to be here. Oh, shit, here, we can just put some of this into it, right? So I've got a good candidate here now, but this has got a kick, right? So this is a little wobbly here. I didn't get a clean 5 to come off of that. Even if I go down to a 15, right? It's a little, oh, not what I want to see here. And I try and stay 60 minutes and above for Elliott. I've got this good low here, right? So this is absolutely critical to this count staying, valid. Now look how we're framing the median lines. Let's get you right on that low. Pretty solid, right? So now remember, the 80% here is burned, right? It's a one-time use, right? So that actually we can take that off. So what would we use next? Well, now the channeling comes in. Now you could, right? You could draw another set of median lines here, but look how sharp it's going to be. Right? There are places where the median lines are just the wrong tool for the job. Some will do this. So it's just higher pivots. But when one is already hit its 80%, right? I don't do that, but some do. So what are we looking at now? We need some sort of, see, this is what, it's not quite, I've got fair value gaps there that I got to deal with here. So this big imbalance has got to be, filled, right, and voided, right? So you've got to tap into it, right? Median, midline, usually a good sign that, okay, those orders have been absorbed. But I didn't get what I wanted here. Now, could be that you come out of here with a diag, right? Could be ABC, right? We get another ABC, we get something like this, but let's get it first because you didn't get the reaction here. We have no display. Well, all we did was come and rebalance the fair value, the imbalance that's right here. So I need this. Now, when I say that, I mean, if it's me trading this, for what that's worth, right? I'm going to wait for that 5 because I didn't get a good reaction here. And I've got, well, I mean, a little gap here needs to get filled. Right? Hard to miss that. If I can draw it, right? So, do we need to come lower? Do we need to come lower? Could this be a 1, right? Yeah, of course it could be a 1. There's no absolute knowing, right? This we could go lower, right? This could be, oh shit. Oh, can we do? Nope, that looks like a good 5 too. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I was thinking, well, maybe we've got to consider WX, A, B, C for a Y, but I don't think, unless you went A, B, C into a WX, right? That's a possibility, right? You got to at least look at what else could it be? Could that be what I've got there? And this would be, oh, pardon me, this would be, oh, shit, I'm doing the wrong thing. Jeez, I'm off today. Get out of there. Could it be A, B, C? Let's get that yellow into a W here. Well, you'd have to consider that, right? If we roll over, right? Unless I get something that looks like this, I got to consider. Oh, whoa! How could this could be an A, B, C, right? And then this has to be W, X, Y. So the point of that is not to say, well, this is clearly wrong. The point is to say, be prepared for the alternate. That's why it's always a good idea to have an alternate. Well, if I'm wrong here, where will I know? Well, I mean, certainly this low here is now significant because I've got a 5 here. We begin and we end in 5s, right? So if I'm ending something here, I better get a 5 out of this. I better get this. Not a great start. So that's no trade for me. Not that I'm not interested, but not yet. Why, right? If you're willing to put a little time in, rarely will you not be able to find something that's just right. But we don't, right? Because we're just, most people are just lazy. They're like, oh, fuck, I don't want to look through 300 charts. Can't AI do it for me? We're in the AI. Can't AI just do it for me? Probably can. It's the age we're in. So my point is, be picky about where you put money at risk. Don't do it because you're just bored. Fuck, I didn't want to look at anything else. Fuck it, I'll take Zeta. Fuck, let's see what happens. What happens, right? As soon as you go in the market, dopamine, ding, 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 right? Your day just brightened up a little bit, right? You got a little buzz on your day. So dopamine is all about, right? Lots of places where you can get it. This is just one. So I think that needs a little time there. Pilgrim, but good post. Vesper. Well, I'm getting lots of trads today. I thought I was going to get nothing. Oh yeah, these guys are telling me, hey, turn your disclaimer off. God damn, I cannot believe I did that. Okay, copy link. Let's get over it. All right, guys. There we go. All right. So. Okay, Circle is getting a lot of buzz lately. They're going to, one way or another, they're going to get these crypto bills through, right? Some of them didn't make it yesterday. They'll get through. Too much money on the line. Too much money has been invested into this administration. They're going to get through. So let me change this. Here's what I'm trying to do. Okay. What do you think, Vesper? I think we got to move this over here, right? That's easily handled, right? So nice, clean. Okay, well, so let's look at this, right? So one thought is, okay, well, if this is my 2, right? Often, not always, right? We want to look for the 4 as a fib relationship between the low of the 2 and the pivot of the 3, right? This would be a more typical. So if I did it this way, right, which is, it's not like you have to do it this way. It's just a suggestion. I'm only here to help. I'm never here to be critical. I'm just trying to help you guys. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, all right. So let's put a wave 4 on this. All right. Okay. All right. So within the range right now, do wave 4s go deeper? Yeah, of course they do, right? There's no absolutes in the market, but you can say, okay, there was an order block here that they didn't get, right? So what did they do? They filled in the displacement. Do we have the right look? Well, this needs to hold, right? So it looks like it's good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 1, 3 into the 2. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, kicker in the 5th, right? Good looking 3. Measure it, right? It just takes seconds, right? Once you get practiced at this, it's just not that hard to do. Okay, where's the most common location? Right here. Where's the second most common location? Bang. So, well, fuck, I don't take them if they don't go to the most common location. Come on. Right, okay, so good looking 3. Is it impulsive? Yes, it's a 5. Does the market move in 5s and 3s? Does it? It's the genius of Elliott. I have to remind people every day, right? Oh, but not in 2025, right? No, not anymore. Okay, I got to do this because I can't relate to anything. It's always easier when it's your stuff. Okay, but I like this, right? This is really nice, right? This is a trading plan right in front of you. Okay, I got first target, second target, and I'm going to let a runner go. Should I get that? Well, how is that a reasonable target? Let's consider it. What's the length of the 1? This would just be typical Elliott from the proposed wave 4. Okay, this would be very common, right? So he's got a little juice on top of that. Let's get this 5 up here, right? So the potential right now that goes even higher. Because you again, map it out in your mind, right? Well, not just in your mind, on your chart as well. Let's get this off of here for a second. We're looking for a 5, right? So here, what he's assuming here is that the only thing we're going to do here for this 5 is sweep the pivot at the 3, right? That's what we're going to do. Reasonable? Very. Does that mean we've topped, right? Because think about what you're saying. If you assume that it's going to go one here, we're going to get the 3 here, 4, 5, and we're going to sweep that high. Does that mean we've got to do this now? Right? If we're gonna put the high in up here, and we're going to look for a 50, do we come all the way that far back? Well, the market's not obligated to do that. It's going to do what it's going to do, right? So we want to take them 1 5 at a time. So here's the 5, here's the 3, here's the 5, here's the 3, here's the 5, here's the 3. We're in the midst of the next 5, right? Which is the critical 5, right? This is how we can determine, are we going impulsive here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we know if we look up here what that's going to be, right? So it's not unreasonable to think that, right? This will be a break of structure, right? Of course, right? That's obvious. Right, so we'll have a break of structure up. What do we anticipate? I say this every week, right? We have new people. Okay, most know this. What do we anticipate? Now, what do we know? What do we anticipate after a break of structure? Now, that can go, we could go way the fuck up here, right? I'm never saying, oh, God, it's got to sell off now. At some point, they're going to run out of fuel. Where are they going to get it? Not up here. They need to they need to reload. They reload with your stops, which are not up here. They're down here. All right, so you got to think about that. Where's the market going to get more fuel? Where? All right, so I think I've made that point. Okay, so if this goes to a 5 here, well, we can't just assume that, oh, well, fuck, it's coming 50%. Because certainly one possibility here is that we go 1, 2, 3, we keep going. It's possible, right? I mean, these guys are going to... Right. The evolution of the financial system is we're moving to digital assets. Well, we're already there, right? I mean, these guys are going to be players, right? So I wouldn't assume that, oh, we've got to come back down to 134. We have to. We don't have to do anything. But I love this right now. So this is where all the edge is. Right? It's once we get up here, it's like, well, fuck, I don't know, right? We could come down here. Right now, you've got edge. This is a good example of what you want here. Now, do we want to trade it right here? Well, you're a little late to this party because what you'd be buying right into as it's sweeping the liquidity here, right? So this is the same kind of thing. Is that not a break of structure? It's a micro break, right? So, okay, they're going to sweep the liquidity there? Could. Oh, shit. Let's go in there a little further. Okay, where are we, right? Remember, measuring takes seconds. Where are we? Where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? I don't make this shit up. Okay, so where are we, right? Does that mean the market has to stop there? No, of course not. But reasonable? No, let's go down to 30. Out of a squeeze, right? So, I can't script it any better, right? We go into the squeeze in the 2, we stall, right? Oh, fuck, I better get out. So this trade's looking very good, but you're going to have to ride, right? If we start to retrace here, right? We got all the ingredients for potential, right? Potential retrace. We're hitting the high probability zone. We're sweeping liquidity. Looks like there's a imbalance up here, right? So a lot of ingredients here to suggest, okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? It's easy to get, oh, go. Right? If you're long, right? It's, it's just human nature, right? Of course, yes, more. I want to make more. Well, okay, does that mean, oh shit, well, should I just take profit now? No, you have a trading plan. I'm speaking more to Vesper here. He's got a trading plan. Stick with your trading plan. Very common, right? We've all done this, right? You're up nicely. You go, oh fuck, I don't want to give it back. Fuck it. All right, I'm just gonna take it. And then are you back in, right? Are you back in to get all of that? That's the question, right? You think, oh yeah, I'll get back in. Yeah, I'm just going to take it now because I'm going to get back in. are you fooling yourself there? Are you going to get back in? What if it tops there and does that? Well, what if it does? You had to stop on it, right? So you got to decide what's more. You got to make it's just a series of decisions of risk versus reward always, right? So what's more significant to you, that you make a little bit of money here and you walk away, or that you made all of them? Well, fuck, all right, it'll be up. Let's just use this, right? That you got all of that, right? So the difference, and what's that difference there? From two, you would have doubled your money here. Is that hopium? Maybe that's too big. How are you going to know? What happens at the break of structure? Well, first, let's get to the break of structure. Let's get this 5 to complete. That'll be the 3. Don't leave out any of the tools, right? Just because you're so excited. Oh, fuck, look at this winner I've got. I'm so excited, right? Okay, let's channel it, right? So right now, okay, decent. Oh, we could probably do this as well. Okay, all right, good. Now, do we hold? Do we hold this channel, right? It's for good Elliott, right? When you want to be aggressive, you want those channels holding. So if there's a retrace here, do you add? Are you sitting here waiting for that? Oh God, look at this. I could get into the 4 to the 5 of the 3. Am I taking profit here? Maybe you take a partial here, because what are you anticipating now? 4. Oh, do I want to reload here? Prior resistance becomes the support. Do I want to reload? I can catch the 5. Okay, is that it? Am I out? Am I out here? Well, I just had a break of structure. I would definitely want to take a little partial here where he has that teed up just perfectly. Yes, I would want to take a partial there, because what do you want to sit through this? You have to decide, right? Do I want to sit through even if we just do a 50% of this leg? Can I sit through that? Do I want to sit through that? You got to ask yourself. You can't just go with, well, I shouldn't say that. It's up to you, right? Do you want to reload here because you think, oh shit, I just completed that. There's no, until I break that low, I'm just going to go with the trend, right? I got a 5, I got a 3. Boom. Do I know that's coming? Of course not. But right now, this is the most probable path, right? Break the high, right? Where's the liquidity? You think there's any liquidity up here? Yes, we know there is. We don't have to wonder if there is. Good one, Vesper. Oh, okay. Snow. Got another one from Vesper. Snowflake. Oh, I've traded this a few times. Mover and a shaker. Let's save that. I'll just kill these so I don't get too. My machines. I'm getting full of. Got to delete some content. Okay, right. So Snowflake, right? Nice long range. God, this is perfect Wyckoff. Right. So here's the spring, right? The launch, right? I'm not a Wyckoff expert, right? But I can certainly see accumulation. Let's see. Okay, I think. This would be less likely, right? So to go WXYXZ, and okay, I like your thinking, right? You're trying to fit it in. I'm gonna let's see, how can I do this? Not fucking you up too much. You wouldn't see. Do you see what you've done here? You're and again, I don't mean to be critical, but as we look, so if this was the Z, you wouldn't expect that to break, right? So when we do this, right, that kind of invalidates that. So you'd want to rethink that as it sits here. Oh, you're giving me a weekly here. Let's. I'm going to kill this. Just, I don't mean to be critical, but let's see. We can come up with an alternate here. This may be easier than it looks, right? Now I'm just going to throw this up here, just for the time being. Sometimes, often, as an elitician, that's what you're doing. Like, well, let's see, right? Does that fit? Can I make this fit? Can I get an A into that? Probably. Shit, I'm on a weekly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably make that fit, right? It's the simplest thing. Okay, let's check that how Al related to it. Oh, where are we? Okay, all right, so didn't quite make golden there. Looks like we've got there's an order block right here. This last little swing up may be what it's reacting to. This was, well, this order, it's interesting, right? That order block is filling in that imbalance there. You see that right there? That's getting tapped before we go down. So I'd simplify, right? Whenever you can with Elliott. If I can simplify it, I want to. Okay, right? Yeah, you'd have to redo this. Too many ABCs, right? So I'm going to do it this way. Let's see. I think you're going to have to do it like I want to here. So let's just keep it simple, right? Let's try and simplify. Well, let's maybe some sort of triangle of some sort. Let's just keep it simple if we can, because what do we care about, right? We're kind of using, we want to reference the history, right? For, okay, do I have a good launch point here? Well, again, it's a fucking textbook of Wyckoff. So how did the breakout traders do down here? Guaranteed somebody sold it. What's the worst location on that chart to sell the market? Right where they sold it. Oh, but that's hindsight. I've been preaching that for a long time. That's not. How did it work out here for the guys who sold it there? But same as the guys who sold it here. That's the worst place to enter the market. Always and forever. You will get bent over, and it will hurt. How do we know? Look what came off of that. Look at that displacement. And then they come back to backfill it. And then we go again. I know, hindsight, right? But next time you see that, don't sell it. You're way too late to sell it. You wanted to sell it up here. Oh, yeah, but yeah, that's hindsight. It's the weekly. Can we get out of here with an AB? Or excuse me, with a 1-2? Can we? Okay, so maybe, right? This is a little funky. Okay, that could work. 1, 2, 3, 4. What are we on, a daily there? So one thing to work on, Vesper, is don't leave anything unlabeled. And that's for your sake, not just for me to look here and go, what are you thinking? It's for your sake. So you don't come back at this because you might have 25 charts and a watch list. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? What do you have here? Is that ABC? Is that what you're saying? Here's the ABC. Is that what you're saying? I mean, that's partly that's me going, well, what were you thinking there? Is that it? ABC, that's corrective. Well, we're working off the low here. Or were you thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? See, I can't tell what you're thinking there, right? So it makes it harder for me to help you. So I'm gonna just take all of this off. Let's look at that cleanly. Let's go to a 4, see if it helps at all. There's a little bit of you're going to have to make a case here based on swing structure, right? Can we do this? Does that look like a decent 5? It's a little bumpy on the start, right? Again, don't expect Elliott to be perfect. Looks like you're going to have to do it here, actually. If I break this out. 1. Looks like you got a 1 there, right? And this, I would, don't worry about every little squiggle, right? Where does it start? Right there. Right, I get a 1, I get a 2, I get a 3, I get a 4, and I get a 5. Does the market move in 5s and 3s? Well, there's the 5. What about the 3? This is bullshit. Where's this fucking 3? I don't believe you. I don't know. You tell me. I would do it this way. 5 followed by 3. But then there's supposed to be a 5 after that, right? Right? Market doesn't move that way in 2025. Not anymore. We're way too sophisticated now. Right? Is that 3? Or 1 of 3? How would you know? Well, not much of a 3. Where do they usually go? Would that be your first thought that, oh, fuck, that's the 3? Well, 3's in. Whoa, here we go. Pretty deep, too, right? We're going to have this little baby 3? Maybe. But you don't see, it almost doesn't matter, right? Why, what can I absolutely say with conviction here? I have a 5 followed by a 3. That's all I can say with conviction, right? That I can see it. I don't have to wonder about it. I know exactly what happened. I can see it. Oh, what do we got here? Let's go with white. Okay, so I got a 1. I got a 2. I got a 5. We know we got some resistance here. We're going to have to get through. Maybe that's a little, it's not, you do realize we're not the only ones who know about this, right? So maybe we retrace here and then we're going to, because you're going to have to, it's going to take muscle to get through that, right? Because it's just software sitting there waiting to sell it. I would take it 1, 5, and 1, 3 at a time. For all I know, this is just the 1 of 3, right? Because where would you, not where do you know? I'm going to pull this off just for a second. Where would you anticipate that's going to go? Well, wouldn't you want to start with, well, where do they usually go? Let's put it there. I don't remember having that in there. That's all right. It's the 618. Okay, so there's a 5. There's a 3. There's a 5. Well, does it qualify? It does, right? It's longer than 1. Would you be inclined to put that there? I wouldn't. In fact, it looks to me like we could be going even higher here. Like this could all be going up here. We might get a big rip roaring, right? Because if that's the 1, well, let's play it out. If we're anticipating a 2, again, where do they usually go? Not where do I know where it's going. Where do they usually go? That's what I'd be looking for. Come on down. Oh, I got a little order block there. Nice little these to look for, like with this little upswing right before we go down. Right, that's, I mean, a prime spot, right? And look where it is. Right? It's right between the, so again, right? Do I know it's coming there? No. If it came down there, am I interested? Absolutely. Yes, right? What am I looking for? I'm not going to sit here with a limit order. I want to see the reaction. I want to see a little bit, right? Because when can I confirm it? Well, I got to break that. I don't really know, right? I think I've got one. I think I got one here, right? But it's going to have to come back here. It's going to have to break, right? That's why I always say market structure, you know, all the fucking ICT mania, right? You can't trade, if you're trading Elliott Wave, you are trading market structure, right? It's the OG of market structure. So the A, B, C here, you're sweet. There's the change of character. There's the new low. There's the change. Then we come back here. We get another change of character. There's break of structure, right? It's all, Elliott is market structure. So don't get hung up like, oh fuck, I'm you know, I'm an ICT devotee, right? I just trade whatever he tells me. Careful of that. 5 followed by 3. So what right now we don't know that that's done, but certainly there's plenty of divergence here for that to be completed. Now pay attention to the channel. If that starts to break, right? Remember the break of the channel is not a sell signal, right? Unless you're very short-term scalping. The break of the channel, right? Again, thank you, Al Brooks. The break of the channel is where retail sells it. What are we anticipating? A new high. New high. So it might be complex. Oh, fuck, man, I should have sold it. Things to think about. Some good posts there, Vesper. Really good. Oh, fuck. Jeez, I'm already out. Oh, shit. I thought that we had more here. Well, I got the Hangman Let Multi. Now I've got all the notes. Dude, get your disclaimer off. Silent Hand. Okay, so Silent Hand. He looks like I think he's a new member. Okay, so I'm not sure, but Silent Hand, just in the future, right? We like, if you're recent to the Discord, you'll see it in the note above, right? If you maybe you are a paid member. I can't remember. Maybe you are. Either way, right? If you're a free member, we like to see your chart. Right? Let me find SUI. Right, just to see if you're applying it. Okay, SUI. Let's go here. I think I did this in Friday's video. Well, let's see if it's following, right? So you can see all this is left over from Friday's video, right? So we came 707 here, right into this order block here. We lost the algo here, right? No doubt. And you see what happened here, right? I think this is where I was on Friday. 1, 2, right? Good looking 2, right? Yes, we lose the golden corner. But what, right? Are we on our way here? Look what the target is. And we've broken Al from this pivot. Now we got to go one more. Let's get you out of here. This is, oh, let's leave that here. So we have a corner pocket, not a golden, but we have a corner pocket. Let's get you right on there. There we go. And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, no, we did get a close. Yeah, it was a close below, right? So that's a full kill of the algo, right? It has to close below. But where do we get, can we get him back here? Do we get him back? We do. Right, that looks like why I had that there. Forgotten what I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like we got a 1, 2. Here's the imbalance here that it reacted to at the 50. Right? Remember, it's not always going to be a golden, right? 50 is just as valid. So we get this little action. Here's the target. Just to be sure, right? Do you see? Here's the 50. Here's the target. How do we know it's an algo? Not this, right? That's as common as it can be, right? It's this. The reaction at the negative 23. That's how we know it's the measured move algo, right? It's the reaction here. So do we get a sequence going? Looks like we might. Oh, let's go again. Just went all the way to the third target, right? So there, it's kicking now. What do we want to do here? I just in interest of trying to keep it simple, I might be inclined to do this. 3, 4, 5. Let's come up a bit. Right now, I'm not saying I know that's what it is. I'm just saying, okay, based on what I have here, let's get you out of here. 1, 2, right? That's a skinny 2, but it's an ABC, right? And when the markets are kicking, right? Shallow 2s in crypto, right? Pretty well known. So can we get a good 3 out of that? Sure looks like a 4, right? We stop progressing the trend. I don't know that's what we have, but that's, again, snapshot in time. Right now, I have down here. Let's put an EW on there as well. Juicy, right? So I like this one because I see the Bollinger Bands, the Stokes, and the RSI, right, all get a little bit hot here, right? So, and we have a touch of divergence here. What am I on a 4 hour? Go to a 2. Right, we're going to see that divergence, right? Just what you want to see at a 4, right? Come back to the 0 line, squeeze, and then pop. Good, right? So looks like you. So you see, this is the advantage that Elliott Wave. People. They miss it. They miss this, right? There many times counts are going to change, but when it's on, when it's game on, right, and the market is moving, you have an advantage over everybody else. Period. You cannot move me off of that. I've been doing this for too long. When it kicks like this, it's almost an unfair advantage. I know we're at least right now, right, based on what I see here, I have nice forecasting, right? I'm looking for some sort of, it could be something a little squirt like that. I'm just looking for some consolidation here to tell me I've got the 4 in, because I'm anticipating that this has got another swing, because I know the market moves in 5s and 3s. I don't care what it was, 1933 or 2033. It still moves in 5s and 3s. Until that changes, I can anticipate this. Not that I know, but I can anticipate it. This could go a little further too, because you can see the potential for this to just make a break of structure and set that up. Now, who's going to be up here buying right there? Who's going to buy that? Retail, right? Oh, breakout. Here we go. Whoa, SUI's going. SUI. That's what I started calling it. They need a better name. Anyway, break of structure. What else do we have going on here? We have this corner, right? Still got to get there. Still 80% probability. It's not like the probability has died here, but we got to get there to realize it, because if we fail, trading principle number 4 sets up a move equal to or greater than the move that failed to get there. So right now, would your anticipation be that we're going to fail here or we're going to get there? There's no knowing. I'd want to see it push here, right? You know, is there any question that there's liquidity here? What's liquidity? Stops. Who's going to have their stops there? Retail. You think institutions have got a bunch of self stops here? Who do you think's driving this? Who's got stops here? Retail. Okay, right. So you got to pick your spot. Now, would you want to buy it right there? I'm not here to tell you what to do. I would add, I would not buy it right there. What's your edge? Oh, I'm absolutely sure it's going to break that pivot and keep going. I'm sure of it, right? I got the median line to go for. Right? Does the count support that? Are we going to do this? I'm not saying we're not. Does that seem likely? Likely? Yeah, you got to make your own judgment calls there. But why? What are you worried about? Oh, fuck! I didn't want to miss. I missed. I didn't want to miss that. Are you going to miss it? What if it does it up here? You missing it? Well, I'm just pretty sure that was just going to go in a straight line to new all-time highs. Why would you think that? Is that what the market normally does? It's not rocket surgery. What does it usually do? Ask yourself, what does it usually do? Oh, well, this fucking hot crypto, man. All that shit is off the table, man. None of that shit applies anymore. You sure about that? Silent Hand. I think he's a new member. That's a good handle. Where am I? I think I am too. Oh, somebody wanted, I love the exclamation points. Sam, fucking disclaimers. One of you guys wanted XLM. So let's go over there. I think I did XLM not too long ago. Oh, fuck. Where are you, XLM? Oh, well, let's go over here. I'm going to go to his. I don't mean to rag on you so much, Andreas, but I know you're better than what you're giving me. Okay, so let me get on here. Let's do XLM. I was kind of hard on him because I like him. That's why. Okay, all right. Here's XLM. I'm using the aggregator here, not FEMX, which I know I should, right? They are a sponsor, but when I'm doing something like this, I want all of it. I want all the history. Let's go to weekly here and see how we're looking. Not a bad idea to start out on long term. Do I need to be in log scale? Right. First question you got to ask yourself, all right, fuck, all right, do I need to be in log scale? It kind of looks like you do. You can probably make a case for this as a 1-2. Let's get you down there. Let's get that back to just a line. Oh, that's a tricky call there. Now, so look at how dramatically differently you have to look at that at a log scale. Well, let's we're going back to 21. Let's focus on the trend at hand. All right, so that looks like we finish here. So I'm going to start it right here. Let's go to the daily. Well, this is certainly, when you look at it here, right, wouldn't that change your thinking? Well, let's put it in log here so you see it, right? So would you be thinking 4 here? Yes, maybe. Let's get the EW on there just because it can be useful guide. Where's all the muscle? Where's all the strength? Well, it's hard to miss that. Oh, we've got a bunch of imbalances here. All right, big one still untapped. All of these have been filled in. It's probably got a decent case here that, well, let's measure. All right, so again, I'm in log scale. Let's see how we look coming back. I don't want to call this a 4, and it does look like I've got a 1-2 here. It's tight. Well, here complete here. So you might have to pull your 3, 4 here. Let's go to a 4. Does it matter is the question. Bullish order flow right down before we go up with all the imbalances. That's how we know that that was institutional money here, because retail cannot do that. Well, here's your key pivot. Let's just put a mark on that. All right, if that you're kind of hanging on that as your hard low. You could probably simplify this. Looks like you're going to have to do a WXY there. Let's bring that down. Oh, fuck. Come here. So let's label it. Hang on with me. Oh, here we go, white. Candidate, right? You know, it's not the prettiest ever, but okay. I can live with it. Right now, a little late to be a buyer here, right? So you don't want. Again, I just gotta try to choose my words carefully here. You're very late, right? You're chasing now. Right, so it's annoying, but like, oh fuck, right? If you're not in it, you're just adding so much risk, right? If you chase here, who does that? Retail. Why do they do it? Well, it's safe now. Well, look, it's safe, right? Oh, we're gonna go up here. We'll break the high. Well, that's definitely. Oh, well, I'll wait. I swear to God, I guarantee you, there are people that are gonna wait for the break of the high. What would we anticipate after the break of the high? That much 786. Well, let's measure for a candidate. Let's at least have a, where do they usually go? Location. Do I need to say something? Where do they usually go? Where's the highest probability location for a wave 3? Where does it go? You think that's coincidence? Draw your own conclusion. I got all this imbalance here. That's not much of a 3. Actually, you know, if this is really going to kick, the reason that looks a little off is because the 2 was so deep. So the 1618 here is like, oh shit, is that all we're going to get out of this? Now, of course, take it out of log scale, very different, right? It's going to look very different. But here, since we're trading in log, what are we at here? 920. Yeah, we have to be in log, right? So you're kind of waiting for that 4 to that 5. But as you look at it here, I would not assume that's 3, 4, 5. I would assume that this is 1 of 5, which is, you know, we're getting crazy bullish now. Let's go back to a daily. What's not to like here? Well, the only thing not, oh, let's see, where's our all-time high? It's not relevant. All of this, like, just all good support here. You can't chase that, right? I mean, you know, you can, but I would just don't put on side, don't lever it. What would you? Okay, where are they going to get liquidity, right? There's all this imbalance down here. Right, so we're going to go up here, break the high, and just keep going. Is that what you're anticipating? That's what retail thinks. Oh yeah, I'll wait till I get here, and then it's because that's the breakout, and I'm going to take that because the market moves in straight lines like that. Right. That's how it moves. Well, oh yeah, but look at that one. That certainly stands out. Is that what it usually does? Right. That's rocket fuel. What was that? What's our date there? Oh, that's election, right? So is that November? Yes, it is, right? So here's the election, right? Okay, crypto spent, I don't know how many, 400 or 500 million getting this administration in, right? So there's the payoff. Here's the retrace, right? Because, oh, well, we paid all that money, so it's not going to retrace, right? That going to be the top? What's the uber bullish? Where's the super bull porn? There you go, right? If you want to get the bull porn going, there it is. I'm not opposed to a little bull porn. I did get the bull in there, right? Okay. Is that what we're doing? You're going to think that's the 3? Or is that the one of the 3 if we're doing this? All right. Now I take you back to, who was it who gave me that? Waves of Crypto, who gave me the others. All right, well, this would be in the top 10. I would get this on your watch list, right? But I wouldn't be buying it right there. I would certainly want to see how the reaction is right here, right? Because that'll be a break of structure. What do we do here, right? So what you're hoping here is that this, what's the ideal scenario? We go 1, 2, 3, 4, break the high, break of structure. Maybe we break this as well, right? Break that, get retail completely, just rock hard, and then here we go. All right, all the way out. Pretty good free draw. Well, let's finish it. I can't even get up there. And all that even potentially going higher. All right. That's kind of what if you're a stellar bull, that's the roadmap you want to change your life right there. I wouldn't sleep on it. Okay, Hangman, CRWV. Okay, let me try that. CRWV. I don't even know what it is. What is it? Core Weave, that's right. Oh, Core Weave. I want to say that are these guys they're Bitcoin miners, I want to say. Well, what would you think, right? I mean, looks pretty impulsive, right? I mean, what 33 to 2. Do we have to be in log scale? Yeah, we have to be. Let's take it out of log scale just to look. We got to be in log scale. It's a little bumpy. Sometimes when it's like that, I'll go to the line chart. Just, okay, help me here. That sure looks like the 4. This would be the internal 4. Could be a triangle there. It's always a little trickier with trads because of the gaps, which is why the line chart can be helpful. Excuse me. Well, let's zoom in there and see if we can break this down a little bit. I might even come to an hourly here, see if it gets any clearer. Okay, right, so what am I looking for? When I do this, what's the first thing you want? What you're looking for? 5s and 3s. So if I think that I've got a candidate here, I'm like, okay, could that be the low? Well, I know I got to finish in a 5. Do I have a candidate here? And why? Right? Why did we stop here? Right? Isn't that? Don't you kind of want to know? Why here? Why doesn't it keep going? Do we hit the right? Oh, value, right? Is that it? Do we hit that? This is what's recognized as well. It's undervalued here. But that's the technician's premise, right? All the fundamentals. That's fair price, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting out of there with a 5. I mean, just and try to keep it simple. Diag. I can do this. This would all be bullish order flow. It's just getting tapped here, right? Do you see all of this? Now we go up. Now we've not backed into it at all, right? To pick up any unfilled orders. That's down before we go up with displacement. Maybe you got to start here, right? It's a tough call. Maybe I'd want to see that get a little riper, right? Okay, show me the 5, right? Here, I can see the 5 down to finish it. Show me the 5 here, right? I got to, I don't quite have it. I need this, right? Give me this little kick right now. Oh, wait, shit. Oh, I can understand. Why would it stop there? That makes perfect sense. Well, what am I looking for next? What would it make sense technically? Again, it's not obligated to go golden, right? But you could certainly see how we could do that. And then where's your entry? Don't sit here. Don't try and pick the turn. You never need to, right? Let it react. Then your stop can be 707 here, right? Okay, oh shit, all right, I got stopped out. Thank you. At least my stop did its job. Instead of, oh fuck, I didn't want to get stopped out. I just didn't want to get stopped out. Well, sooner or later, you're gonna get liquidated out. Because I didn't, right? I just couldn't handle being wrong. I'm such a pussy. I can't handle being wrong. You're in the wrong game, my friend. Okay, core weave, I got that. So, how are we doing? On time, since I feel like I owe you guys some extra here since I lost. Jesus Christ, I think I went for 20 minutes with it. Okay, so I think I got all the members. All right, so now I'm going to X. Hang on, I gotta get over there where he gave them to me. All right, these from our X followers. Ooh. Crypto. Where should we go? Let's go to, can I do it on Femex? I probably can. I try to, we really like them, right? It's a great exchange. Not on there, that's interesting. But you're not going to trade XMR there. Okay, so let's go to the aggregator. Let's go to a daily. Okay, how are we looking, right? It's been kind of I've been a little disappointed, right? This is all the great hype of this. Let's go to a weekly. Let's come out of log to see, right? Because it just distorts your image or your mind so much. Do we even care about any of this? I don't think we need to actually here. I think we can just start right here. I mean, for the hardcore right technician who wants to nail everything down, right, to have at it. But okay, this is the trend we're in. We're going back to February of 24. Here's coming out of the election. Looks like you got a 1-2 in there. So you got a 1. Oh shit. So you're gonna have to do it here. 4 could be in. This is a mighty tight channel. Let's go to the daily. Whew, that's a bumpy ride off the low. Well, a couple things that I would look for right off the bat. Okay, right. Okay, technically, how are we looking here? It's diag, right? You can. Is it gorgeous? No. Right? Can you live with it? I think you probably can. Shallow too, right? But in a crypto bull, that's kind of the trademark of crypto that's pumping is shallow twos, right? Bitcoin notorious for it. So 1, 2, okay, I can live with that. There's obviously it's a pretty big rip for your 3. I would want to measure, right? It takes just seconds, so why not do it? Again, do I need to say something? Where do they usually go? So would you think that's in? Whew, that's a bumpy ride down as well. I don't know, you can get it in there. Well, I would back into it like this, right? I got an ABC here. It looks like it finishes. So if I work backwards, I suppose I could do an A. Oh, fuck me. WXY. I suppose I could get away with that. It's not pretty. Well, let's label it here. See if it's just too hideous to stick with. Put you on. Abby, right? It's a little Abby normal, right? To have such a big W relative to the Y. Order block, catch it here. Perhaps. It's this kind of price action here I don't like to see, but look at that, how it finishes. 1, 2, 3, clearly the 4, and we kick for the 5. It's pretty good. I would be paying attention to this fib. It's a little deep, right? If we're playing for the 4. Oh, fuck me, where are we? You're certainly clear of the 1 here at this, assuming we've got that identified correctly here. You've got liquidity grabs into an order block, sweep, sweep, sweep. Okay, we got break of structure. Well, we have a change of character block, which is a break of structure. We're breaking that pivot here, right? So all of this down gets swept here. So here, it's literally, you can watch the liquidity sweep, right, and figure out what's going on. So we come back down here at little sweep here, and then we get the reaction. We're into an imbalance, right? So would you say, oh, is that the start that I wanted? No. Why are we stopping there? 50. Let's get the GZ on there, right? Is that why we're stopping there, this imbalance? Hard to say, right? This is such a, I mean, I guess the alternate here, God, can I even do this? 1, 2, I don't think I can. Just trying to looking at this, could I go A, B, C? I don't think I can. So I'm just going to sit with this, right? So, okay, it's decent, right? But it's not, I wouldn't trade it yet. Personally, that's just me. I wouldn't trade it yet. It's not there yet. It's not good enough. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to the moon. I'm just saying I don't have edge here that I see. Even that is, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, right, you're accommodating some really sloppy price action. Is that your 3? You're going to do this as a diag? We're going to come out of the hole here as a diag? Maybe, but I would wait and let it finish, right? Just prove it to me. I don't want to just go, well, fuck me, okay, you know. Again, why? What's your edge? Well, we know in a diag, we want to look for the 50. For the 4, relationship between the start of the 1, pivot of the 3, if that is the 3, if it holds as the 3. So if we come down here, well, we got this sitting right here. Okay, maybe, again, I would not sit there. I wouldn't be down here with a limit order waiting, right? I want, okay, right, what am I expecting? Well, do it in a 3. Right, if we're doing a diag, A, B, C, right? A, B, C, that's what we're looking for. This isn't a great, we don't have an impulse here, so it's possible, right? We're doing even this further, right? So the 4 is going to come here. We're going to go A, B, C. Is that an A? Well, it's a, you're kind of stretching it a little bit. What do we have here? Do we have a little micro trend? Yeah, I got higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. I got a little micro trend, but it's not clean Elliott, right? So do I wait? You got to make your own call there. If I gun to my head, I'm a buyer. I'd pull this out. Look below. I'm on a 60-minute. That's a whole lot of squeeze, which just means no volatility right now. Remember, squeeze is not bad news. Squeeze is good news. Because what's the one constant, the only constant in the market, period. There's only one. From contraction comes expansion. Because that's not about the markets. That's the universe. All right, so we can look at this and well, fuck me. We're talking about XLM's price action here, and then we're talking about the universe in the same breath. So you don't have to agree with me. I would want this to kick, right, and finish. I don't know what I've got here. Because I don't have anything to lean on. So when in doubt, stay the fuck out. Because if you give into it, what are you doing? Fuck, man, I needed a hit of dopamine. I needed it. So my emotion is going to get the better of me because I'm jonesing for a dopamine hit. Because I read, I don't know, it was in my feed. I saw it somewhere. Some guy, fuck, it's going to go. Does that look like it's going? Does it look like the institutions are in here moving the market around? No, it doesn't. So what are you going to move the market? No, you're not. Now, if you're a long-term believer and Monero and all of its potential, right? Certainly in the top 20, probably top 10. It probably has I don't know if it has a billion. I got to look. If it trades $1 billion a day, might. I know it has in the past. Okay. Does it look like they're in here moving the market? No, it doesn't. Here, yes. That's not retail doing that. Just again, bottom line, be picky. Why not be picky? Oh man, I fucking love the hit I get from that dopamine, man. I get such a rush from it. Yeah, we all do. Also from X, Solana, I got 3 more. We'll wrap it up. I'll go long today since I fucked up on my. Okay, right. So this I struggled with this a little bit on the Friday video trying to find this. It does look like I'm clean here, right? Because the terminus of the E wave here doesn't overlap the 1. So I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is a little surprising, right? So because I'm still going here. So do I need to adjust the count? Possibly. This looks like a W. Well, no, pardon me. That's a flat. So I got 3, 3, 5. Could be a 2. Very bullish if it is. All right, we're going to get a kick in the 5th here, right? Is that? Well, that would make me come back because that's a little abnormal. I go, oh fuck, do I have to rethink this? I don't know. It's pretty good technically, right? It's hard to argue with that triangle. Could be. Well, let's look at the alternate. Well, it actually doesn't matter, right? So I was looking at this going, okay, I could go 3, 4, but then I overlap so that it doesn't work as well, right? So this kind of locks you in here to this being the 4 because I don't overlap, right? And it's to the tick. So 5, no. Right, that would be too skinny for the well, fuck, it's not like it's not possible. Anything's possible. But if we're applying, Elliott tendencies, this would be more likely to be a 2. We have 3, 3, 5, right? So I got a 2 here. Where do we even? It could be a 38. It's not like it doesn't happen. Oh, it's a 50, right? So 1, 2, right? Where am I looking for that 3 up here? So we're playing for a big extension in the 5th. It's a little Abby, normal. To rip that far, and it may very well be that you've got to come back here and recount it, right? If this starts to go, but we want to trade the trend that's underway, right? So we certainly have killed the algo from the top. So where's your resistance? Well, that's maybe not the question you want to ask. Where's the liquidity? Did they grab any down here? Up here, right? There's break of structure is underway, right? But they tapped it a little bit here. There's the retrace after the break, right? Remember, change of character is a break of structure. So we break, retrace, break again. Where would you anticipate it's likely to go next, right? Not where do you know, but if you're looking at this going, okay, well, they grabbed that liquidity, where is it next? All right, would that be consistent with the wave structure? Well, let's measure it, right? Let's say it doesn't take long to do. Wouldn't that be a reasonable target? Where they usually go? Oh, no. I like to go where they don't usually go, right? Because then, wow, my Twitter feed, or X feed, people will think I'm brilliant. The only thing I have here that's missing, right? I need some channeling on this. If this is going to kick as an impulse, okay, well, you got to get me out of this channel. I got a rip here, right? That's critical to any good channel, right? For the 3, I got to break the 1-2 channel. I got to break it. Boom. That's what you're looking for. No, not what you know, but that's the. If it's going to continue to play good ball, right? You have, again, I tell you, there's nothing better than Elliott, right? When it's kicking, you have an unfair advantage, which I'll take when there's money online. No, I shouldn't say that. It's a very fair advantage, but for those that poo-poo on Elliott, okay, you keep doing that. Where's Solana? Is it a time to buy it? Yes, no. If you do it here, you're chasing it. Oh, I think I had something else down there. I don't remember what I had down there. Okay, it's going. You could. I'm not saying don't, right? But I wouldn't go heavy there, because you're chasing now, right? The move is underway, right? You're late to that party. If it's me, right, again, for what it's worth, right, I would wait for this break of structure, because I anticipate that it's going to break, and then we're going to retrace, right? Or we could retrace and just come right back to the prior support, or excuse me, resistance. We could just do that. And there's your 4. Prior resistance, right, becomes the support. You could see something like that. And then you're looking for the kick. So want to trade here? Okay, right? I just wouldn't go balls deep there, right? Because you're chasing. So nibble, right? Maybe you take a little here. You're looking for the retrace. If I get a 3 here, there's no reason to assume I'm not going to get a 5. No reason to assume that. Make the market prove it to you. My 2 cents. Doge. Where should we go? Let's go to. Well, I know I'm gonna have. I've got to do something. These guys sponsor me. I got to get something on here. Okay. Let's go to the spot here. I think this is an option related. That is. Let's get rid of that. Okay, Doge. Okay, do we need to be in log scale? I think so. Oh, looks like we're going to start down here. Tighten that up a little bit. What do we think? What would we be thinking here? Okay, again, grab a 5th grader and ask him to show you the 5s and 3s. Think he could do it? Better question. Can you do it? It's not that hard, really. Do we have 5s and 3s? Now you can say, well, 5. Well, look at all that shit. Okay, right, well, okay, we've got a solution for that. It looks like a WXY. I'd do it this way, WXY. Right, because remember, often with Elliott, you're working backwards, right? So here's this pivot. Well, how do I get out of here? How do I get this nailed down? Well, that looks like an ABC, so I got to work backwards. I could have some sort of a, oh, fuck, right? So 3 ABC into the X, ABC into the Y. Right? We're trading over here. Why does this matter? Because I want to know where am I going next? So what would you label here? 1, 2, yeah. 3, 4, 5. I'd certainly start with them up there. Let's go minuet here. Let's put it in green here. Actually, let's go to blue. Right. Okay, is that 3? Should be an immediate response. Why do I do this all the time? It's force a habit. So there's not, what? No, of course it's not 3. What's it likely to be? Right? Why would you think something else? Oh, but what if it's an ABC? We're going through the floor. Okay, could be. But it's going to have to take out this low to prove that to me. Right? I mean, don't assume what the market's going to do. What is it showing you right now? 5, 3, 5, 3. 5. Right. Let's go with what the market is showing you. It's always telling you a story. Looks like we're too deep for a golden here. We are. So we lost the algo twice, right? So he's trying to get in there. Deep, right? These are deep retracements. So uncertainty. We are not taking out the critical low though, right? So this is the low that you're playing from, right? I say this often, right? Just a reminder. There's no decision you have ever made in trading that did not ultimately come down to this. Which you got to swing. Could be a swing up. Could be a swing down. Does not matter. Your next decision is purely this. Which side holds, which side breaks. Are we breaking this side or are we breaking this side? That's it. There is no other decision you have ever made. It all comes down to that. Well, how do I fucking know, man? What, context. Here's the swing. Which side's going to break? Are we breaking this side or are we breaking this side? Same thing happened here. Here's the swing. Here's the retrace. Are we going to keep going? Or are we going to go up and break this high? That's all trading has ever been and ever will be. This. What's the dominant algo in the market? Just that. Boil every trading decision you've ever made down to that. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. It's all it ever will be. Which side's going to hold, which side's going to break. Well, we don't know, but we can use context to say, where is it? Even if I can get a 5% probability advantage, right? Is that enough? Yeah, that's all you get. Tiny little edge. Do I have a 5 going up here? It's a little sloppy. I've got an impulse there, so that's fucking it up a little bit. Okay, your eyes just, you want your eye to go where the 5s, where the 3s, right? And then we try, what can I construct from that? Well, certainly I can see a very clear 5 right here, right? Impossible to miss this, right? Perfect impulse. Can't miss it. Oh, fuck, come here. Oh, let's brighten that up a little bit. Let's put it in yellow so we can see it. Okay, so, or like I got to deal with that somehow. That's an impulse, right? I can't call it something else. It's an impulse. Well, there's a 5 followed by a 3. So what do I do with that? Oh, fuck, right? Oh, it overlapped the 1. Oh, bummer, right? Well, so what would we be measuring from? Here, where's the start of that 1? I know that's kind of a, well, pardon me, I could do it two ways. Let's do it here, right? This is the clean, right? Why is that where I'm focused? Because look at the channeling, right? I got a nice tight channel, right? That cannot be ignored. It has to be factored in, right, to what you're doing. Okay, so how else could I do with that? Well, this looks like a diag, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, with overlap. So let's consider it, right? Again, I don't know. Let's start with, okay, well, that can't be 3, right? So what 3? Oh, well, the thing starts to fall apart. Do I go 4, 5 here, and I'm going to truncate? Maybe. Let's bring this up, right? We don't know, right? Right now, it's exactly what I'd be doing, whether I was doing it live or not. Okay, because the reason I do it this way is because I want you guys to go through the thought process and go, fuck, okay, well, what's next? Well, am I truncating here? Well, that's a last resort. Well, what came off of this? Fucking crystal clear 5. Just like this one, there's no ignoring that. We got to label it. What am I going to do with it? Well, oh, but you always say, but aren't 5s followed by 3s? Yes. Did it happen here? So, well, you got a little tricky in there. Doge, you gonna fuck with me here? It might be. Well, I can, again, right, you got to deal with them when you see them, right? You can't just go, oh, fuck, that's so inconvenient. I don't want that to be there. I don't want that to be there, but there it is. What am I going to do with that? Can I work backwards from that? I begin and end in 5s. What am I going to do with that? I don't have the answer right now. Can I get that into, I don't think well, maybe I could squeeze. Jesus, I'm getting text by the wazoo here. No, I don't even know you. Okay, so can I do it? God damn, that's not gonna be easy. Well, this would have to be the 4. Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can do this. Looks like I got an ABC right there. So I got to get a 2 out of that. Well, sometimes you just got to tee it up there. I think we're going to have to come here. 3, 4, 5. All right, can I, now again, I don't know that this is going to fly. I'm just trying to tee something up here and see if I can work with it. This is what I'm focused on, so I got to work backwards. I need a 3 here, so I don't have a great 2. Well, let's just do this here. Kind of keep you identified here. Oh, that's a fucker. Well, let's come back. Let's see if we can get out of there without it really fucking us up. Let's come. Well, it's some sloppy Elliott, no doubt about it. I would measure here just for something technical to lean on. Didn't quite get there. Why are we stopping here? I don't want to lose you guys here. I'll bore you to death, but I would keep digging myself. Why? Why? There's fucking all sorts of reasons it could be here. Oh, where are you here? Not quite. It's going to be there. You're going to have to dig for them. I won't, because I'll bore you guys to death here. But I would keep digging here. Right? This is a little, I can't say I love it. Is there an alternate here, right? Am I being too bullish here? Could this be, no, I don't think so. You're stuck with that. Okay, well, let's just keep moving here and say, okay, well, I've got a candidate here, even though I get some sloppy Elliott out of that. Let's get onto this low. Let's say, now as we come back. First question, where's the resistance? Gotta change that back. Okay, we got to wick through it. All right, so to complete this labeling, this would have to be A, B, C. Oh, let's go minuet here and put it in. What do I not use blue? Okay, all right, so if that's going to hold. It's not the cleanest Elliott I've ever seen, but okay. We're to and through here, so we've killed Al's broken on that side, which is good news for a bull. I'll pull that out. Can we get away with this? Again, I don't know that I can. Looks like a pretty good start on it. Again, in crypto, right? Be prepared for shallow twos. Did they sweep the low, right? What would make you lean into that? Oh, it looks like that could be a decent low. Right? Did they grab liquidity there? There was a big order block sitting right here that didn't get tapped. I get right on that. It could be WXY. Almost doesn't matter. 1, 2. Yep, it got to be. That could be actually. Let's take that up. Sorry, here, going as fast as I can. No, that's a 5, right? So you're stuck with that. So you might even A, B, C. So this could actually, let's change that color. Oh, he's putting white. All right, hang on. I've got to get this. I know it's kind of annoying. You got to do this, but if you don't do it, it just fucks you up. Okay, right. So let's get. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. I need another 1, 2 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one of these guys. Oops. Oh, shit. Just change their color. That's why you change their color so I can see. All right. So it's not that one. Oh, Jesus. Shit. I feel like I can hear you guys nodding off. Okay. Hang on. I'm going as fast as I can, right? So nice 3. ABC into the 4. Don't overlap the 1, right? Just force a habit, right? It's a good idea to do this, right? There's never a chart where I don't do this, right? So I don't lose track of them. Okay, 2 to the 4. How did that look? Right to the 50. Beautiful. I'll get you right on it. We got a target, right? So we know an algo could very well be involved here because we're pinging at the 50, right? That's the advantage of when we do this kind of a move. I get a target. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little deep for the 2, but you know, this is sharp, smooth, tiny. This is complex. It's okay. You could probably talk yourself into alternation there. This would be your target 3. Where do they usually go? That's going to be up there. That could be 2618. 227. If we're going here, we could go that high. We're going to the first algo target. We go second area target. Let's get the channeling in there. Right now, I don't have this yet. So I would be working on the channel I do have. Let's bring this up here. So, right, stay nice and tight. I want to see you get up here and give me that 3. Oops, that's even further up. See again, this would be the 3 I'm looking for. This would be the 4. This would be getting the 3 here. 5 still to come. That's a long way to get there. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, 3, 4. Look, so now we're going. Want to buy it there? See, I wouldn't, right? So I would let this, right? So you're late, right? Again, I'd love to give them to you when they're ripe, right? If it happens that way, right? So here's liquidity grab, here's the ABC, right? So now we're about to. So if you think, what will this be, right? If you're a market structure guy, oh, well, there's the change of character, right? We've got lower low, lower high, lower low. Oh, wait a second. Whoa, now we're not there yet. Oh, fuck, where am I? Right, well, oh, a little break here, right? Oh, well, where would you anticipate the next move is, right? So if we break here, they're going to come below. Well, you can't eliminate that possibility here. But here's the 3, 3, 5, right? So there's a flat. ABC could be, right? We're in the 5th, right? We're going to do a diag. Right now, that's all you've got to work with, right? That's all you got. I mean, I suppose, you know, if you're an Uber bull, you go 1, 2, 1, 2. I wouldn't yet. I mean, the other thought is you're doing it this way. We're going to do a diag like this. ABC 1. ABC looking for, oh, pardon me. We'd have to do it this way. Expecting, right, a series of 3s. It's, you know, those are hard to forecast in advance, right? They kind of have to, at least you got to get through the 3 as another 3, right? Do I have it? Maybe. Right, is that what we're doing for the 3? Again, you're late. You're chasing. That's never a good idea. Where was this? Where was the really sweet trade? I know, hindsight. Right here. Looks like that's just wick, right? We didn't kill it, right? It's just wicks. I get right on it. They don't. They tried, but what did they do here, right? They filled the imbalance. So, right, so, oh God, you can see what happened here. That's too bad, right? Let's get that right on that. Somebody got bucked there. So you got this little pump. Went down, somebody put their stop. Well, that's a pretty good example of why you want to give it. Again, we're not the only people who know this, right? So the 707, that's what I always use. Or because I know that that's a candidate, right? That they could, they're just sweeping the liquidity there. That's all that's happening, right? And then look what comes off of it. Oh, and you see the imbalances here, right? So that's unfilled. Kind of tricky here. I mean, you could do this, or you could be very bullish. It's tough to get. God, I hate to go down to below 5. Do I have it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be 1, 2. Perfect for a 2, right? With a little liquidity sweep. Is that a? Well, it's not likely 3. Well, we could do it. Let's do it just for here since I'm almost done. How am I doing on time? 1:30, right? But I owe you guys some extra. So let's kill this, right? Let's be super bullish. I'm on the 5-minute, which I, only to dig out a count would I ever go there. Let's consider it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still to come. Let's take you up. And change your color. I know this takes a second. Hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe. That's beautiful. 3 here. A, B, C. Okay, 1, A, B. It's a little skinny on the C, but okay, that's what you have to work with. We're going again. Another 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. That's what happens when you get down below this, right? You've got all this chop you're trying to label, and it's changing constantly, which is why I propose to you, right? Where you want to work your Elliott out is not on, because you just get into a mind fuck when you're down there, right? You see, oh no, it's an ABC. Oh wait, I see it. It's a WXYX. No, you're changing it all the time, right? Come out here where things move more slowly. You can take a more deliberate, calculated approach here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe, right? We don't have a lot happening here. Okay, maybe, right? It's okay. That's a good sign. My suggestion would be let this pop here. Let's get the 3. Let's get that 3, 4, 5. Let that happen. Maybe the next play is the retrace, right? Because this will be a break of structure through. So you're trying to trade from this 3 into this 4, right? Maybe we come back down here, tap that, and then you're going for the 5. What are you getting there? You're getting that 3, right? So lots more to come is what that means. Right, depending, right? But you have again, just as a suggestion, this is what I do. I take these and I go, okay, this is an area here I might have to revisit because it's unclear as to exactly what's happening here. Until this reveals a bit more as to what it wants to do, I would just go, okay, I might have to change that. Okay. Geez, I took too long on that one. ENA. Spot. Okay, let's do the spot. Let's go to the daily here, and then I'm almost done. ENA and what's the other one? Filecoin. Buy requests from our ex-followers. Okay. I don't know that I need any more history. I probably don't. So I'm okay. Just as I said prior. Oh, that's fine. The only decision you ever make, which side's going to break. That's deep. Oh, shit, they're going to break that side for sure. Are they? Well, that got a little wonky up here. Well, does it matter, right? So at some point, you can look at this and go, okay, well, what happened here? Well, we can see what happened here, right? Liquidity grabbed. This looks like a 3, 3, 5, right? So you're gonna likely, you could do this A, B, C, a couple of different ways. But I would want this, if I'm over here, I want this to complete before I'm gonna get too fired up. Interesting how all the alts are doing this. The shallow too. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like that's still coming. 2, 3, 4. It's likely, right? We didn't overlap the 1 here. Oh, maybe we did. Excuse me. What do I want? I want no X, right? So let's see if I can get that. If that's the 1. I'm not such a purist that I wouldn't stick with that. I'd go here, and I'd be curious, right? Just curious George, you can call me. Not a rip-roaring start to that, but you probably talk yourself into a 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's pretty big kick there. Does that feel right? Feels too abrupt there, so let's go to the 1. That might be it. Right, you have to just kind of squeeze it in there because that looks like you got a 5 that comes off of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you've got a 1 there. 1, 2. Let's take it down. Change the color. Let's go to white. Okay, 1. Boy, I don't love that. A, B, C. It's a little skinny. Well, I'm more inclined to do that because I get an impulse here. And I don't over here. Oh, come here. Oh, fuck me. Here was here. All right, so see, I don't get one here. It wasn't certainly not as cleanly. 1, 2. Oh, Jesus. That's a little squirrely. What you should look at that. What's the first thing you can identify? No impulse. It's a lot of overlap. So I can't dig an impulse out. I don't really want to be down that low. So what do I do? I mean, by what does a trader do? Let me say it that way. Well, when I see that, I'm going to wait because I don't know what's happening there. I see 2 things that I can say with certainty. Change of character. All right, this will be break a structure. Look at that, right? So we want to, people love them some ICT, right? So where's, oh, wrong one. All right, so 1, 2, oh, not an impulse. So what am I left with? Maybe some sort of a diagram. What's the, why do we see diags, right? It's indecision, right? Bulls, bears. No bulls, no bears, no bull. They can't, there's, unlike, no uncertainty there. Well, you can barely even see something in there. A, B, C, that's fucked. A, B, C, that, well, there you got that, right? So I would just start picking this apart, going, okay, where can I see clarity? It's not great, right? What that tells me, slow down. Let it reveal, right? So see, if you trade it anyway, you're just giving into the FOMO. You're like, what the fuck? It looks like it's going to go. That's what you're doing. What's your edge? I mean that quite sincerely. If you can't, if I were to pull up your chart and say, where's your edge? What's your edge? If you can't give me a split second, I've got a 5 followed by 3. That's my edge, right? So you don't know what you have here. So you don't have an edge. So why are you trading it? FOMO, dopamine, fill in the blank. I don't know what it is. Until I do, I don't trade it. Why would you? Again, if you've got an edge, go for it. If you don't trade it. Period. That's not complicated. There's no trader who would in the world, no successful trader who would tell you that. Well, trade it anyway. You don't have an edge, well, trade it anyway. Fuck, look at that thing, man. It's higher highs and higher lows. Just buy it. Oh, so what? The RSI is over 80. So buy it. Is that the trader you want to be? Maybe not. Okay, Filecoin. Femex. Look at all the Femex we're doing here. Okay. Let's get out to the daily. Is it all with a purpose? That's a lot of lower lows. Oh, we should probably go here. I'm going to go to the aggregator here. So get full history. Oh, where are you, little fucker? Crypto. Where are you? Oh, fuck. No, I'm not going to be able to find it. It's usually right there at the top. Oh, fuck. Here, we'll go to Binance. No, it's not. I guess there's no more history here. Oh, shit. Then I should go back to the Phoenix. Hang on. I know I'm being a... But these guys, they're very good to me, so got to use them while I can. Okay, so let's go to the spot. Okay, well, we got good example here of why you don't try and pick a turn. Great example. Okay, well, that's it. Okay, I'm going to buy it. Oh, fuck. All right, well, that's definitely it. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, okay, well, that's it. That's it, right? You don't want to pick the turn, right? You don't ever need to. Right? If you do it, it's just an ego thing. I know. Why could I say that with so much conviction? Because I was that fucking asshole who had to pick the turn. It took me years to break that habit. Years. I was so sure. Look, perfect 5. It's just never worth the risk, right? Because you get spanked so hard when you're wrong, and you'll be wrong way more than you're right. Do I have a 5 here? I got a little impulse here. It looks like, oh God, I just barely get a little wick up there. All right, so it's enough, right, to make it, well, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I've got an impulse in the 3. Judgment. You got to make a judgment call there, right? Elliott's not perfect. Don't expect it to be perfect. I see 5 there. I'm going to trade that as a completed impulse. Now, I would, like I always do, I would go, oh, fuck, okay, well, if I get spanked there, right, I know why, right there. So that's a little bit of, it's just like a little bit of a caution flag. Whoop, slow down. Right, I didn't get a great finish there. So maybe, let's see, can I do this? I don't think I can. I can't do it as a diag because I got an impulse right there. Right, that does not overlap, right? If I put this here, right, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I got an impulse there. All right, this is a diaggy, right? So this is like, oh shit, I almost, oh, so close, right? Oh fuck, do I care? Get you right there. Oh look, oh fuck. It would make you pause. So if I'm determined to trade it, I'm going to trade less size because that's like I've got 2 warning flags right there. Whoa. And I'm not coming out of here with an impulse. Let's go to 1. Maybe I can squeeze one in. Is that it? Boy, the 2 and the 4 aren't great, but we've seen a lot of that today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we get it? Let's see here. We do, right? So this one, no problem here. To bring you down. 5. Oh, it's not. That's that. Yeah, that's a little funky there. Let's look here. Do I have to change this? You have a candidate for a triangle there. but that would, you can't have a triangle in the second, so you'd be thinking A, B, C, which would be not bullish for this count. Well, let's check a couple of levels, right? So how do we do here, right? 50 to the tick, right? Did they get paid? Yes, they got paid. Okay, so it's possible. Excuse me, guys. Most of you know I suffer terribly from allergies. I'm muting because I have to clear my throat so I don't give you guys a frog. Okay, all right. ABC candidate. Okay, let's look here. How do we do? I don't love this, but it's really tempting to put a triangle in there, but right, that's because that's a 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There's no fighting that. This is a bit of a little bit of a clusterfuck here because that sure looks like you got a 5 going up. Again, a little bit of a, oh, is there an alt there? I suppose there is an alt there. It's not particularly good though. You got to put. What's the other alt? Well, I suppose. Jesus, we could do this here. I'm trying to get done here. It's not uncommon that the toughest one is the last one. Could be ABC here. That 5 is you can't fight it. It's there. Is that a 5? Maybe you can get away with an AB with it. This is when it's iffy like this. Maybe you can do that. Pardon me. Let's do it this way. That's a stretch, right? Because you got to deal with this 5, right? You cannot get around that. That might be able to fly. Again, it's not perfect. Does it need to be to make money? No. It's better when it is. So what would your thought be now? Oh shit! Here, am I on the last one? I am on the last one. Why do we do it that way? Tight channel. Self-contained, right? It's the key. It's so critical, right? If I don't have a good tight channel, I don't take the trade, right? It's so critical to good Elliott, right? And particularly an impulse. So, okay, what? Looks like I got a flat here, 3, 3, 5. So I've got. Let's go 1. Oh, pardon me. 1, 2. Let's change that color. Whoops. 1. Flatten into the 2. All right, so we get a little prior resistance, becomes a support. So you're seeing this every chart. God damn it. Anyone who's ever been in Austin knows the allergies here are just fucking brutal. I suffer from it every day. Hang on. Oh. Well, it looks like you got to start on this, right? So here we go. Looks like I got a 1 going in. So we're off to a good start. Let's go green. All right, now I don't know that high is in. Look what we're doing here, right? So pay attention, right? So the context is critical, right? So look what we're doing here. So we had this little trouble spot over here. You can see what's happening up here, right? So liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Right, now I'm not saying that can't just keep going, right? But you can understand what's going on here. Why? What else is there? Want to guess? Let's see. Now that's the secondary pivot, right? It looks like we're making progress to try, but you can understand why it's struggling there, right? Everybody clear on that? That's why it's struggling, right? Can't get through, can't get through. Can we get through? We're going to need to close above. Right, let's assume it gets through. What's the algo going to do? It's going to go to the next pivot, right? Because that's the dominant. So we're not going anywhere, right? It has to get through that. We got a 1, right? You can see maybe, right? We stall here because that's just software. It's going to sit there. Now we can get through. What are you looking for? Not the top up here. You're looking for the 3. You could see break of structure, which could set up the pullback to the 4. Why? Why would it happen that way? Where's the liquidity? It's not up here. Where are they going to refuel? Down here. They got to refuel, right? Sooner or later, you run out of people to buy from. Oh, no sellers. Down we go. Well, I'm out, right? Out of fuel. Oh, well, there'll be stops all galore below, right? You think institutions don't know that? Yes, they do. Okay, guys, that's all I got. Sorry for the fuck up in the beginning. I will never do that again. I literally can't believe I did that. I think I went for fucking half an hour with it. Jeez, it's just unlike me. It's too much on my mind. Okay. Holy shit. Every now and then I pop over at my Trads account, so something good is happening. But I heard Trump was firing Powell and then not firing Powell. It's all bullshit anyway. It's all political theater for his cronies they'll, you know. Oh, I'm firing Powell. Did you see what happened to the S&P? I happened to be short, right? So I caught that. It's nice, right, when you're on the right side of that kind of political theater. Oh, but I shouldn't go there. All right, guys, with that, I will wish you well. Thanks for hanging out with me. So sorry for the fuck up in the beginning. That will never happen again. I hope you got a nugget or two, maybe a few things to pop onto your watch list. As always, right? You can always join us for free over our Discord. Links are under this video. There are a bunch of stuff in our link tree, right? If you're looking for an exchange, right? If you want I like to diversify a little bit. Femex, God, we're really happy with them. Really a nice exchange. Okay, guys, with that, I'll wrap it up and